It seems that every time the worst mass shooting in the history of America has occurred, we hear the same thing just a few months later. With all the mass killings and terrorist attacks that have taken place this past year, things have gotten so bad that people are starting to become desensitized to hearing about these reportings. It's really sad that we've gotten to a point in time where we don't know if we're going to be safe going to the movies, nightclubs, concerts, the grocery store, school, and even church anymore. When these types of events happen, they are very heavy on our hearts, especially if they involve children who were either murdered or survived to witness the attacks. After so many mass killings, how are we supposed to respond? With there being such an increase in the attacks, it makes you wonder if the national reporting of them indirectly encourages capable people to commit another. If that's the case, mass media may want to rethink how they go about broadcasting the names of the people who committed the crimes and also the crimes themselves. But there are also a couple of things that all of us can do. The first is to donate blood. As long as there are victims in need, we ought to be eager to give all that we can to help. And after we've contributed all that we can, another thing we can do is to respond by keeping our spirits high. Those who want to kill innocent people just want to see people be broken. So what if we respond by showing that we will not be broken? We can stand strong and respond by demonstrating more and more love for the victims and each other and allow our bonds as a nation to grow even stronger. We can show that we will unite when these things happen, regardless of political leanings, cultural differences, races, belief systems, and so on. We can show that each time someone tries to destroy our spirits by committing one of these crimes, our love for one another increases tenfold. We should refuse to use the media pain of these tragedies to further our political agendas, and we should refuse to immediately get into angry political debates that only encourage more division and increase more hate. Instead, we must respond by showing love for one another first and foremost, regardless of differences, and show that these mass killings will not keep us down, and instead it will only unite us more. The only thing that can combat anger, hate, and the evil of a darkened heart is love. Beyond all the pain and beyond all of the emptiness, there is one thing that all of us are searching for and that we are in desperate need of, and that's love. Love is what changes people, not hate. Hate only makes hate grow more and more. The more you treat people with contempt, the more you find yourself hating them. But the more you treat them with love, the more you will find yourself loving them. Each act of love matters more than you think, and each act of love is eternal. So by loving one another more deeply and uniting despite our differences, we can ensure together that evil will not win. We continue to pray for the families of all of the victims, the teachers, the students, the faculty members, close friends, and all others that have been affected by this horrific act of violence. We encourage you to not allow fear or hatred to keep you from attending Potential Church this weekend. This is not a time to isolate ourselves, but a time to gather together, to lift up the name above all other names, and unite together to change our world. We love you, we're praying for you, and we can't wait to see you this weekend.